Hi guys, welcome in this new video. In this easy tutorial I will show you step by step how to create the bullet time effect seen in SUPERHOT game. Okay, so now let's create this powerful effect. So here it is, we are in the viewport, and now if you press start you can move the player, because in the last episode we create that movement play. Okay, so you can navigate with our mouse, the camera, move the player, and so on. So today I will show you how to create it in 2 easy steps, the bullet time effect. And for this demonstration I will create also a blueprint for a little movement so we can test it. Okay, so let's start creating our main effect. So go in BP main character, our first character, our main character, and in this section, in the event graph, I will create the event tick. I will choose event tick, okay, and we must control every tick, every frame, if the player is moving or not. Okay, so I will create a branch, and the condition of this branch, so the condition here is if velocity is greater than 10. So I will get velocity. The target, of course, is our actor. Okay, and we must take the return value, and this return value is a vector, so we must take the length of the vector length. Okay, and this value, that is a float, we must compare it with 10. So when the velocity of the player is greater than 10, the condition is active, and we set up the global dilatation, so the time that influence the world, and create this effect. Okay, so if this condition is true, we must set the global dilatation, global time dilatation to a value that we decide, and if the condition is false, we must set the time dilatation with another value. Okay, so this may can be a variable, but of course in this case I choose already the value. So I will choose for the global time dilatation, if the player is moving, a value of 1. Okay, because if the player is moving, the time is normal. But if the player doesn't move, okay, the time is I will choose 0.3, but of course we can test it a little bit. And in reality this effect is already done, because every frame, this event graph, this main character control this condition, and if the velocity is greater than 10, the global dilatation is normal. Otherwise, the global dilatation is 0.3, or the value that you choose. Okay, but to test it, I will create a little blueprint. So create a blueprint class and go to actor. I choose bullet, and in double click on BP bullet, and this in the viewport I will add a static mesh, that is our mesh, that is our bullet. Okay, and this static mesh, I will choose a static mesh that I have imported already, that is bullet, no, projectile, maybe, yes, projectile. Here is very big, I think, but of course you can scale it a little bit. Okay, so now in the event graph I will create an easy movement. So event begin play, I want to set up a little movement, so I choose a timeline. So add the timeline, this timeline maybe call bullet movement. okay? Double click on this timeline, add the track, add the float track. With a length, I would choose always 1 second, but of course you can choose whatever you want. This is the length, of course, in seconds of the animation, okay? And I will add the initial key with a time 0, a value of 0, and the second key with a value of 1 and time 1 and value of 1, okay? And this is it. Of course, you can adjust the with the right click. You can adjust the key interpolation if you want. And I will maybe call this new track. I will choose maybe movement. Yeah. Okay, so back in Event to Graph, I will set up set relative y update set relative location of static mesh. Perfect. So we must set up the relative location of our bullet. So now we must multiply this movement. So I can adjust a little bit. Movement multiply for a number that you choose. I choose a number of 100. And this value must go only into the X location, because I want to move the projectile, the bullet, only in the X location, in X axis, okay? And I want to maybe I rotate of minus 180. Okay, so now basically when the timeline is set on 0, the location is 0. When the timeline is set to 1, the location is 100. Okay, so it basically move here. I will add some value. I will choose 300, and this is it. Okay, so now compile, save. Okay, place it in the world, and now if you press play, we can test a little bit. Okay, so now okay of course, sorry, this affect only the first movement, because it's not a loop. Okay, so when the event begin play, he play the timeline, but when it's finished, it's finished. So it's finished, and maybe I choose a branch. And if the branch is true, I will choose reverse from end. Okay, compile, save, and now the projectile is moving and is come back. Okay, so now without moving, when we move, the bullet is moving in the correct timing, with a correct timing, and when we stop moving, the bullet is slowed. Okay, and this is it. This is an effect that you can add in so many games and so many cases. And in the next episode, we will go through the creation of our shooting system and so on. Maybe also AI system. I don't know. I will choose later. And so this is it, guys. Thank you to have watched this episode, and see you next time. Bye bye.